Oh, so okay, here we go. Now that you've seen the proof firsthand, I'm going to read it for you. This is CBC hiding the RCMP's assault and murder of my family. To Kathy Tomlinson, I originally contacted you on August 6th, 2009 regarding the abuse incident involving RCMP. You responded asking for more information, and I can now give you this information. I will attach copies of our original correspondence. To answer your questions, the man involved is my son. The incident occurred July 29th, 2009. It was not reported to anyone but you. I have recently contacted Victims Abuse Ombudsman only to be advised to report the incident to the Commissions for Public Complaints. We believe this to be a waste of time and energy, so to date we haven't done so. I have contacted the Victims Abuse Center, hoping for guidance and help in receiving physical therapy, counseling, and any other resources available to the victims of abuse. The best way to describe what happens is to provide statements written just after the incident. I will also send copies of my letter, When is Enough? Well, I'll send these separately. Yes, I was involved. The police called our home with a story that was preposterous. My husband and I drove up to the home, stopped to ask Sean's partner where he was, and was told the police had him down the road. We drove down the road to be confronted by 2 police cruisers, 4 cops, and a scene etched in my memory for life. Our son, handcuffed, stretched out face down on the gravel beside the main highway, bleeding profusely from a gash in his head, his leg at an ungodly angle, and unconscious. When I approached, he heard my voice and woke up screaming, "Get out of here, Mom, they will kill you." He lost consciousness again. Since this time, our son has suffered silently. He is now able to put minimum weight on his leg, but his emotional scars are running so deep as to be quite unfathomable. He would like a restraint order to protect him from the 4 police that did this to him. This is quite a statement. Protect us from those sworn to protect and serve the public. The Town Council refused to proceed with charges that the police had placed. Sean was adamant from day one that he had done nothing wrong and committed no crime. When we presented at the police detachment for fingerprinting October 14th, Sean has no criminal record. Sean was manhandled in the waiting room when we were denied the request for me to accompany him for the procedure as a supporting witness. He refused to go alone with the people who had crippled him. I have contact of the 3 witnesses to this. He was forced to negotiate 3 flights of stairs on a fractured hip, stripped, photographed, fingerprinted, and he spent the next week in bed. The police tried to block the retrieval of Sean's private property. We were told by Crown Counsel that they had no issue with it being returned to him until faced with the prospect of a lawyer accompanying him to do so, they finally agreed to let my husband pick it up. Proximity to his abusers causes so much strain for Sean. He's unable to deal with it. Sean is still under the supervision of orthopedic surgeon who gave him the green light to put weight on his injured pelvis October 26, 2009. Until then, he was given instructions to remain on crutches off the injury to let the fracture heal. He is coping with daily physical and emotional pain, which is too deep to even describe. I have contacted the lady accosted while jogging since the incident. I will require her permission to pass her name to you. I have been contacted by Sean's physician, who phoned asking about my statement that I had contacted you and if he could pass my name to a female patient of his who had also been abused by the RCMP in a neighboring town. I have spoken with her and can only shudder at the brazen and outrageous treatment we are perpetuating by apathy. Last night we heard of a child leaving a Halloween dance being struck by a police cruiser. The information being stressed is that she was wearing dark clothing because it would be pretty hard to deny culpability with the number of witnesses. Blaming the victim is their only recourse. Blame is being placed on her for the incident. We are spending unlimited resources counseling the witnesses to this while she is being cared for in a hospital. A few notes from me. My husband and I approached the staff sergeant the day after this incident for a meeting. I stated that he had rogue officers who would commit a crime like this and said that I believed in restorative justice, felt that it would be appropriate as a first step in healing for these 4 officers to apologize to Sean, shake his hand, and was told, we don't even know that they dislocated his leg. Fuck me. This shit is making me fucking shake and sweat. Just reading it. This is 11 fucking years ago. Fuck. I question the tactics of RCMP regarding the handling of this by saying, if I had called in saying I had had a fight with my husband, would he be beaten and treated this way on my word? I was told they had followed procedure and protocol. When I asked if the only way the public would believe was the evidence like the airport taser incident, I was told he was unaware of what I was talking about. I cringed inwardly and felt despair. I said, I hope there just happened to be someone walking in the fields that day videotaping this atrocity. He said the incident would be looked into and has been completely ignored, covered up, denied. Fuck you.